My name is Ali, I'm from AE Consulting Engineers. We specialise in civil, structural and stormwater engineering.
Okay, my name's Simon. Mavion Steel I started in 1995. Pretty much what we are is we're basic metal fabricators. So we will take people's designs and we'll put it into practice, give people results.
We are from 868 Architects. My name is Lauren and I'm a senior designer here.
And my name is Robert MattBlak and I'm the director of 868 Architects.
Well, Hammercorp is more than a client, he's actually a friend of mine. But probably more than that, he's someone who brings a vision to life, because a lot of the times I deal with jobs that want basic, cost-effective solutions. He just always wants to take the extra step further, and he really tests our ability as engineers. So Hammercorp is not only a good friend, but a great client of ours.
Hammer, to me, he is a mentor. He's someone who is very committed. I've worked with Hammer now for nearly 2 years and he's actually taught me a lot. He's taught me a lot more than just about design. He's taught me a lot about details, how it comes together in construction. AE and Simon have actually been mentors to me as well and taught me a lot about that. So coming to this project together was very exciting for me.
It started initially on a duplex that they were building, and from there we've just been developing from each of these properties that they've been working on, and it's very refreshing, to be honest.
I think Hammercorp, if you take the company and the individual as one, Hammercorp is a person who has an utmost respect for everyone that's involved, and for me so personally. His values are unwavering. His values are very much aligned with a non-compromising approach. Working with Hammercorp for the past few years has been really quite a beautiful journey, because it just gets better and better every time we do something.
Professional, visionary and a pioneer.
Professional, well organised, and honest, straightforward.
This project really tested me, this one. I do a lot of work that has large cantilevers. We're kind of known for that space. When people have large cantilevers, they come to AE Consulting because they know we like to push the limits a bit. But this was a different kind of push. So this project was very difficult. I personally spent hours calculating just the steel beams and the sections. There was a lot of back and forth with Simon, with Lauren and Rob, trying to make sure it all works, because we not only had to think about the structural element, but also we needed to ensure that the architectural facade doesn't get compromised.
Without compromise, it is a sense of grandeur and a sense of continuity. There's no letting up of quality. There's no reduction in grandeur as we progress through the house. It is just uncompromised.
The project from an interior point of view is there's consistency. There is a selection of materiality that you'll see throughout the home. There's lines of vectors where we try to bring in the outside courtyard into the house, and you'll see that with the pool as well. The choice of the materials for the exterior to the interior relate really well together, with a lot of thought gone into where they're placed and how they are designed. There's been quite a bit of work actually with Hammercorp, their team itself, on these selections. I would say about the detail that he's put in, probably from start to finish, they probably feel that he became part of their family, because he would be considering them from the start. And every decision he executes has them in mind and the way that they are going to live in that home.
I think the last project we've done with Hammercorp was a project that was for a dear friend for ours, and the overall process was so seamless. The end result is so spectacular that it goes in hand with these values that it's just, there's no compromise. If there's something that needs to be done beyond what's the minimum expectation, if we had to put a list of that, it's absolutely everything. Everything's gone a little bit further. Everything's just asked a little bit harder and just pushing it a little bit further than what everyone in general would expect. So when it comes to outcomes like these two houses, it's the same value in there. The finish quality is amazing. It's not finished until it's properly finished, until there's 0 defects. From the structure, when it first gets built, people think, okay, let's just put it up as quickly as we can. There's so much consideration initially from the structural point of view that is in line with the idea of longevity. This is going to be a house that's going to be lasting for a very long time because it's built correctly. It's built with care, and it's built with the idea that it doesn't matter whether it's going to be this family or the next family or the next family, it's going to be around. So from a sense of like sustainability, this is one of those houses that was going to be lasting for the next 50, 60 years, and it's not going to be touched.
There's a lot of thought and care that's been gone into every decision, and a lot of time and a lot of expertise, where typical builds, they really just want to get started, get construction up and sell as fast as they can, where Hammercorp takes a very different approach to all the builds he takes on. I think that is one of the main reasons why you won't see builds like this everywhere.
I think that when, as an architect, when you sit down and you start designing, you think about the best outcome that you can come up with. Typically what would happen is a builder would look at it and say, too hard, scrap it. Instead of actually taking a brief moment to say, okay, how? Just because it's new, it might have that notion of being unfamiliar, difficult, too hard to figure out. When you work with Hammercorp, it's saying, okay, I want to get this as thin as possible. Okay, so how do we do it? And it's a collaborative effort between ourselves, engineers, steel manufacturers, and the builder in general, just saying, well, if you guys can think about it, we can build it. And having that ideology up front is really, really important and gives us so much freedom, and it makes everything going to be unique. It's going to make every design unique. It's going to make every decision to be unique. And it just gives us, it reinvigorates the idea that, okay, with Hammercorp as a client, we can do anything.